And the state cannot handle from the point of view who is occupying those institutions of the state. And Sharjeel Imam was talking about the participation that we will take ourselves by producing solutions and ideas that will contribute to the nation building. Sometimes I feel that because I had this opportunity to talk to him even after his incarceration, I went to court and we happened to have that conversation. Even his ideas, they're under-articulated. We, even from the point of view of Muslims, put him inside a box. He's an evolving person. He's an idea which all of us encompass in our anxiety-based lived experience of how we have been engaging with communities who have held power from 70 years, for 70 years. It is about the struggle of emancipation which is equal to the emancipatory struggle of a Dalit or an Adivasi or a woman that he was imagining. And the failure is not of the state. I don't believe the state has failed. It is the failure of the communities who imagine certain ideological positions. Liberal as an ideological position, where was the stance? Left as an ideological position, where was the stand? Even Sanatan Dharm Hindus who talk about equality, who talk about, engagement with the plural, where was the stand? It is about Muslims engaging with the idea of producing their own realities. That is what Sharjeel Imam represents. He is not a person, he is not one point of view. He is the mix of point of views. He is a lived reality that was taking place when CAA was happening. I don't always agree with what he says. All of us have different ideas about different things. It was about the possibility of taking that idea forward and to have that interaction with all the communities involved. That was what he represented, and that is what was the anxiety of the communities who hold power within this nation state, who were not willing to give him that space. Not just him, Muslims at large. So it does not end with Sharjeel Imam being in jail. Ye chalta rahega. It is about the struggle that Muslims and other communities are having when they're negotiating their rights. And what this has done is just कि हम लोग जो शर्जील इमाम properly articulate करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे और जो उनकी क्लिप में से काट दिया गया, which did not represent what he said, we are becoming more powerful in terms of our articulation. We are becoming more crisp. We are engaging with the legal framework. We are understanding what rights we have. We're talking about Article 341, as ma'am was saying. We're rethinking what constitutional debates happened. We're also talking about what is the debate of hierarchy within Muslims themselves. He was not just about, engaging with the state. He was about reform within the society. Sharjeel Imam is much more than we make him out to be. He is a movement. Not just him, this whole community of people, they're contributing to Muslims as a developing force within a nation state which they negotiated to be part of, and it will continue to do so. And Sharjeel Imams will be born, they will be incarcerated, and they will still give strength to this movement. So I hope that this movement continues. I hope that this reimagination, renegotiation with the state goes on. And it is not the responsibility, I would end by saying, it is not the responsibility of a left or a liberal or a Hindu to emancipate you. It is your work. You have to study, you have to create your institutions, and you have to negotiate with people. Don't do politics that is exclusionary to the extent that there is no communication possible. Even from the point of view of Islam, the Prophet was constantly negotiating with different lived realities there. And that is what we need to do. We need to be able to convince, engage with solutions, and have a command over a population that can ask for change and negotiate for change. Thank you.